bright lights city gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. And the rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Tulane's offense takes the field. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Gonna try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw, using his legs to buy some time. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking to throw. This time he's got it. Still on his feet at the 45. Snowed under by the defense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So the UNLV Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Jolly. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Tulane! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Fair catch, called for and made. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's McDaniel. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Takes his shot. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Looking to pass. It's Jolly. And they're not on the same page there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Rebels will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close, punch it in for a touchdown.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Every quarterback in college football, or quarterbacks, knows before the snap if they're going right or left because of who's the best guard, who's the best tackle combo that can get the position. That time he picked the right side on fourth down when they had to have it and score.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I think if you're on defense here, you've got to be alert, right? Are they going for it here on fourth down? Does your defense have to be on the field ready for that? Might they line up in a punt formation and try to fake it potentially? You could see that. You know, there are a lot of coaches early in games that are willing to take big risks. So bells and whistles have got to be going off if you're on defense right now.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the first quarter miss, guys, we're still tied up. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Nice move to keep moving. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Now on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The give to the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass, it's Jolly. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Jolly. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
With the catch, it's McDaniel. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll sneak it. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult...
And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Green Wave. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He shanked it. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
He's looking to throw it. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Wells. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Tulane looking to put one on the board from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Green Wave!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Quick strike complete. Powers through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. This little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Jolly. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
From the gun. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Vast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This offense has a 2nd down play. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Preston. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Off the play fake. Dances away. He's going to run it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Fires to the big fella. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got a man. It's McDaniel. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. The Rebels are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Looking downfield, it's Jolly. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He's got his man.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Direct snap. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Give to the running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get...
Touchdown, UNLV! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. After the run, now to throw. And then pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive. Gonna take a shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage. And if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Rebels racing to the line in a hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Jolly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the air one more time. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on 3rd and long. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Rebels line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll go with a direct snap. And the Rebels will move the sticks with the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got his man quickly. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
Man, it's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
To the air, it's Jolly. Looking to the end zone. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Ready, break. Snap it to the back. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
And they add another touchdown late. Listen, this game's over. We all know that, but they're running the football. It's your job defensively to play physical and try to get the stop late and make sure they don't continue to get in the end zone.
We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. If you play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential again.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.